Okay, let's talk pricing and projections. Figuring out costs and setting out pricing are two of the most important tasks for an entrepreneur. Set your prices too low and you may lose money. But if you set them correctly, your business can flourish. So let's see if we can figure this out together. First, it's good to know the different kinds of expenses you're going to be dealing with. There are two types of costs for a business: fixed and variable. Fixed expenses are the expenses that won't change. For example, if you're renting an office or a retail space, the rent you pay for the most part will be fixed. If you have a loan, that is a fixed expense that won't change either. Also, bank charges and insurance also are considered fixed. Variable prices are the expenses that change from month to month depending on how much you make or sell. This might include supplies, inventory, staff costs, or office supplies. So how do you decide what to charge? Well, basically, you want to make sure that you have covered all of your fixed and variable costs, and then build in enough profit for yourself. So let's say I make jewelry, specifically earrings, and I rent a little hut for $300 a month that I sell out of. Rent, that's a fixed cost. I don't have any employees, but I do buy supplies for the jewelry. Sometimes it costs me $30 a month, and sometimes it costs me $50, depending on what materials I like. Variable cost. Now, because I don't have any fees for staff, marketing, or insurance, the math is easy. I need to sell at least $330 or $350 in order to break even. And after that, it'll be profit for me. Profit is a very good thing. Take lots of time to research your product or service in advance. And whatever you do, make sure you take the time to research all your costs so you aren't losing money. Now let's ask our panel how they set their pricing. All right, ladies, a very important question that I'm sure all of the aspiring female entrepreneurs are wondering is, how do you set your pricing for your business?
For me, as an artist, that was something that was very hard for me to kind of get a grip on. I think as an artist, sometimes we undersell ourselves, or we almost feel bad, for charging a certain amount of a price. Something that really helped me though, because with my gowns, they're couture, they run anywhere from $2,500 to $10,000. I have to remember that even though personally I might not be able to afford a $10,000 gown, somebody out there is. So I think for me, to kind of let go of like the guilt or almost just feeling bad of the cost, that's something that I kind of had to get over, and that comes with time. And I just would really say, don't undersell yourself, and the product that you have or your skill, is important. And if you put value onto that, that'll come across to your customer.
Absolutely. I think for me, because we're a service-based business and I have to pay wages out of the service cost, so it's actually quite a big calculation that has to be done. But essentially I have to figure out what our overhead would be, so our lease and wages and product costs and all that kind of stuff. And then that comes off of the commission that is paid out to the hairdresser. And then the hairdresser price, so that sort of sets the minimum price that we can charge out for. And of course, in my business, the market that you're in is going to help dictate what kind of prices that you can charge. So being in Vancouver, we can definitely be a little bit more urban pricing. So, it's a little bit higher end. And my salon is a higher end boutique salon. So with that comes a little bit more overhead because of the amenities that we have. And then beyond that, it's about the experience of the hairdresser and their education background, as well as how in demand that they are. So of course, the more the demand, the higher the price. So yes.
All right, that's great insight. Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.